I've been involved with the YCEA for close to 10 years, and it's always been an inspiring, forward-thinking organization. Over the past 18 months, I am exceptionally proud of the YCEA, Downtown Inc., and our affiliate boards for being the trusted resource our community needed. Now, preparing to take over the role as chair of the board, I genuinely cannot wait to see the high-impact change we will be able to make in the York community over the next few years.
The York County Economic Alliance launched the York County Trail Towns program in June of 2020 to support 5 communities adjacent to the York County Heritage Rail Trail. Trail Towns provides a platform for focused economic development by increasing trail tourism and supporting and encouraging businesses to provide services and amenities to the nearly 500,000 trail users who pass through the communities each year.
During the midst of COVID, our team at the YCA and Downtown Inc. collaborated with Fourth Economy, the York County Planning Commission, York Community Foundation, and the City of York to create a comprehensive 10-year economic action plan. The Economic Action Plan is based on the foundational principles of equity, access, and inclusion to benefit all of York's residents. We plan to exceed Pennsylvania's business birth rate and investment in all categories, but especially for women and minority-owned businesses. We'll also close the income disparity gap between white and non-white residents and see a larger number of families earning above a living wage. We also want to remove barriers to employment, retain, expand, and attract employers that offer high-paying, skilled jobs and increase appreciation of arts and culture.
Welcoming Workplaces is a group through the York County Economic Alliance that we developed through some work in 2019 through 2020 with the Confronting Racism Coalition to really work with local employers in York County to consider how we could develop more inclusive and diverse workforces in our county. I think those employers who are considered welcoming workplaces are employers who've committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion as an important part of their business, that we are willing to share best practices, both about unconscious bias and about policies and other things we can do in our organizations, and also to commit to sort of a public-facing diversity, equity, and inclusion voice in our communities.
One of the most impactful projects that will continue in the next year and far beyond is the development of a $75 million 1.4-mile greenway project through the City of York that will deliver upon a 100+ year vision to improve and enhance the natural beauty of the Cador's Creek, while supporting the larger vision for connectivity along the Heritage Rail Trail and spurring innovation and economic development throughout the corridor.
In 2022, we're looking ahead to the next phase of implementing our Yoco fiber broadband strategy. A $20 million allocation from our commissioners will allow us to design and engineer 144 miles of the 333-mile network, creating 3 rings of fiber that expands broadband infrastructure into most of southern York County. We'll also invest $5 million of York County's recovery funding in creating new public wireless networks in the York and Hanover metro areas. Finally, we're excited to work directly with the private sector to build off of the county's middle mile and create fiber to the premise networks that provide the highest speed internet available to households and businesses. These partnerships will allow more than $10 million in private capital to flow into our York County and directly serve our residents.
For the past few years, the YCEA has awarded Bloom grants to small businesses in York County. Over 53% of these businesses are owned by persons of color, and over 62% are women-owned or led. Since the launch, Bloom has evolved into a full-service business empowerment center. Small businesses and entrepreneurs will have access to loans, grants, fellowships, mentorships, business development courses, workshops, and career opportunities. The launch of the Bloom Empowerment Center is a tangible step to creating positive change in our community through greater access to support, education, capital, and opportunity.
From Yoco Fiber to the Bloom Empowerment Center to the Cador's Beautification and Welcoming Workplaces, all our work is guided by the Economic Action Plan for the county. and all our work is driven by wanting sustainable prosperity for all who live, work, and play in Yoco.